What's up, listening audience? You know, there's a phrase that's being said quite a bit that I'm going to use today, and that is, you can't make this shit up. And this is in regards to when I was a teacher at Muhammad's University. Now, most Muhammad universities, if not all of them, are usually in a storefront of a mosque in one of those buildings that are being used in different ways to sell dinners or whatever. But in my case, it was at Mosque 73 Sacramento. This was like my last level before departing from the nation totally. This was 2010, September of 2010. I was assisting Brother Kenneth, who was the minister. I was his assistant. And I would come and go because of the politics in the nation. You know, my relationship with the nation became like a couple who's trying to make something work out. You know, you're separating, you're coming back together, and you're hoping that each time you come back together that there's some growth and development and, you know, just some higher learning taking place. And it was never the case. But in this case, the brother asked me would I become a teacher at Muhammad University, and I agreed, not knowing that that was such a travesty, you know, to those young children. Because number one, they had no books, they had no curriculum. Actually, the books that they did have, they looked like they were donated literally from the Salvation Army. There was no English, no math, no social studies, no curriculum. And the boys were separated from the girls. But the classroom, I had around 8 boys. But their ages ranged from 5 to 13. With no curriculum. It was like one math book, 2 workbooks, no books, wasn't enough books for all of the students at once. And all of the books were from the 80s and 90s. I'm like, how the hell is this a chartered school? This has to be a conspiracy to destroy the minds of black boys and girls. Because the Department of Education was supposed to close that shit down immediately. So I'm in there freestyling every day. I worked there for about 4 months because I had a pending case which led to me going to prison. So I'm there working from September until January. And it was a hell of an experience, man. It was so mind-blowing that black minds, little precious black minds, were being lent to this cesspool. They were eating bean soup every day and pizza and noodles. It was like, it was really legal child abuse. Legal child abuse. And it disturbed my conscience, and I was trying to create a curriculum where I could, in a balanced way, teach all of them. You know, it was like Little House on the Prairie up in there. Like a real cult. And I just couldn't understand how it was able to be in operation legally as a chartered school, recognized by the government. So the government, I understand why the government really doesn't have a problem with the Nation of Islam, because they're not producing future leaders, future thinkers, future movers and shakers. That's not happening. And it's a sad thing. It's a sad state of affairs. And this is all over the nation. You have these storefront Muhammad universities that's teaching a severely inferior education to our young black minds. So that experience was something else. And to add insult to injury, I'm in an affair with the sister that's teaching the sisters on the other side in the same situation. From 5 all the way, she had one all the way to 17. Somebody graduating from Muhammad University with no books, no curriculum, and you just in there sitting around all day doing nothing. It's a crime. That's a crime against humanity. So that was my experience in Muhammad's University, which is more of a perversity than university. Peace.